Hi, this is Ravee from MiddieBuzz.com coming to you from my house, Buffalo Wings and Sports Pub here in Middletown, New York. And I am doing the first DJ series on our website, which will air at the end of May. And it will be our June series. And I am with DJ Ravee.
What's up? What's up?
And again, like I said, I subject everyone to the same question. I would like to know how you started DJing.
Alright, well, I started DJing in about 83, 82, and pretty much how I came about DJing. My father had a vast collection of records, from Herbie Hancock to some older James Brown records, but also my father's from Trinidad, so we had a lot of calypso and a couple other genres of music that I was coming up on. I seen the turntable there, and I just pretty much looked at it and I said, what's that for? You know, what is this about? You put the record on this and you play it? I enjoyed it, but I felt like I wanted to put my hand on the record and kind of see what else I can do with this. Without having any information on what I needed to do, I just thought, wow, this is kind of cool here. What can I do with this? So I ran into a person by the name of Aaron Scott, which told me, he said, listen, you need to get 2 turntables and a mixer, and that's all you need. I said, that's it? Meanwhile, I already had, somewhat of a direction which way I wanted to go, but I was just like, that's it? So my parents had the resources at the time, and it was just like, all right, 2 turntables and a mixer, let's go. The problem kind of occurred right there on the spot, because I got 2 turntables and a mixer, but the turntables didn't have any pitches. So now I couldn't mix my records together back and forth the way I wanted to blend. So that's where the introduction of now, okay, this is what I need to get as far as equipment came into the factors. I used to mix and make blends, which are basically mixing 2 records together on beat simultaneously to create a different sound, which makes one of the records sound even better than one of the others, but with a creative touch of the DJ. And I used to mix these records together with no pitches and just using my fingertips on 2 turntables and kind of locking the music down because I didn't have pitches. And from that point on, I said, wait a minute, I gotta get some pitches. And I was a breaker as well, so I kind of knew, all right, I seen the DJ in the back, from that school where, the crates were there, and, the graffiti, the art, the whole thing is one, was pretty much what I was surrounded with.
Now, it's different when you DJ at home and you're listening to what you're doing and you're going through your craft, but did you remember that first time that you did your first gig out there, and you felt that rush of the audience back at you? That you knew that you had it at that moment.
As a youngin', I got to do a show that I can just briefly talk to you about. I opened up for Biz Markie at New Paltz College back in '86. Grandmaster Melly Mel, the Furious 5, legendary The Status Group was in the building with them. And I got to do a quick showcase. I was a young kid, young guy, but to be DJing, and maybe I was at that point, I would say 10, 11 years old, and I'm inside of a gymnasium packed with over 1,000 students. To see everyone just clapping and encourage you, the rush to my head basically was just, undeniable, So I felt from that point on, I was like, hey, I can possibly do this. I just got to practice and get better, and learn, and just learn my craft.
Now, I know because you started off at vinyl, and I know it's like a different feel from when you get to vinyl to when you start doing things digitally. How long did that process take for you to convert? Because I know a lot of DJs, some people still, even DJs with CDs, they haven't even gone fully digital yet. But even just getting off the vinyl, what kind of challenges did you come across when you first did the crossover?
Well, for the record, there's still challenges to this day. Because, see, you can have all these MP3s and all these places, these outlets on webs, digital pools that can give you this music. They could just give you the main mix. Say if you needed the instrumental, they may not actually put that up, or the acapella, or the extended version, which is the longer version of the regular version. So if you had like a record collection from earlier and you still have access to get to it, you may just out of the blue just be like, hey, listen, I need to convert this vinyl to MP3, so now I can play this out in the club because it's original and it has the mixes that you can't really simply obtain now. The digital era now allows a lot of people to grab music but not really understand what the music's about, and that's very important as a DJ coming up. I feel that if you don't understand what you're playing, it's just, you're pretty much like Milli Vanilli, you're like lip singing, you know, and you don't understand that this genre of music from an era goes good with this, you know, so you have to know how to kind of get some history on what you're playing before just saying, hey, you know, I got Luther Vandross or I got Mary Jane Girls, I just put them together and that's it. Or, you know, it shows out there, you know, that really makes a DJ right now at this point unique, you know, with the choice of music they play. I mean, everyone has the top 20, 30 records that you can play, and you know, you got different genres of music from pop, house, etc., etc. But when it comes to the music, as a DJ, and you hear someone play something from left field, and he was, you know, familiar with it, but you just haven't heard it because the music right now is so watered down to a sense where there's only 23 records or 20 records that you listen to. That one record that they play, and you're like, wow, I haven't heard that in a minute. And then you see him, you know, working a nice set and building the momentum of this music or this genre, you know. That's what it's about. It's not all about just pressing these buttons and saying, okay, I'll press B, I'll get all the Bell Biv DeVoe records, or I'll press, you know, D, and I'll just get all the Duran Duran music records, you know, or press on my computer 80s, and all the 80s music comes up, but you don't know how to put it together. So, you know, it's like, do your math on it, do your history, you know, learn about it. If you're from the new school, definitely learn about the old school.
Well, that's good advice to give to a lot of the young ones that are coming up. Yeah. You know, there's one thing I've noticed that with the digital DJing, there's a lot of, I guess, cheap buttons. Oh, you know, and the one thing I've noticed that the old school DJs, if they need to use it, they'll use it, but I don't see them use it often. I mean, is it something that you feel that it's helpful, or is it a little hurtful for a DJ to have kind of like these cheap buttons, like these double beats and these scratches and all that stuff?
Well, see, that's a good question, because, you know, once again, if you're just coming into this, being a new DJ, and we'll just say 10 years coming in, all right, we're in 2011. Right. So, all right, so I'll say 10 years ago, 2000, 1999, whatever you want to call it, or 201. It's just, if you don't have any skills and buttons can enhance you, okay, that sounds good for a radio, maybe a mix CD or a mixtape, but you got to have some skills to back that up. And you know, some DJs press a button and they can manipulate this, come out with an echo, okay. But I'm one of them DJs that all those buttons that you guys are pressing, you know, and doing the echoes and tapping and all that, well, that's what I have two hands for, and I do all that manually. You know, I don't really use the computer to make everything easier for me. But hands down, I definitely respect people that are using it, but they're just gonna have to, you know, understand that there's a lot of other great DJs that don't really have to use cue points or MIDI controls and all this other stuff to really rock a party, or just to practice in general and put a good showcase on.
That's good. That's a word to the wise, right?
Just try to keep it real.
Now, let people know where they can find you. I guess they can find you at the rotation of Blue Martini.
Yeah, Fridays and Saturdays, Blue Martini, Middletown, New York. Myself, General DJ Ravee, DJ King James, RP Beats, my partner Crime DJ Flow, every Friday, Saturday there, rotating. And also we do residency over in Newburgh, New York at the Riverfront at the Blue Martini every Saturday night. And on top of that, I also have a radio show on K104.7 Thursday nights, 10:30. Myself, DJ Ravee, and Michael Bennett, and it's called the Hit Mix. It airs 10:30, and you just pretty much put it on that way as well. And then you can also check out the website www.hot-tracks.com.
You can also find him at our website under DJ Ravee. DJ Ravee, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. I love it. If you want to find out more information on our DJs on this DJ series, please visit our website. Again, if you want to know what the buzz is about, please visit www.middiebuzz.com. Thank you.